it's these moments that people are being like, he's abusive, he's this and that, and we're seeing the same exact thing happen with a lot with Chris Proudfoot right now. But there's a lot of people who do feel that Seth Rogers should be looked at, right? And this is just an observation that I had. It's not going to be a popular opinion, but I'm going to say it. Personally, both those guys should stay away from YouTube 100%. I've been keeping up with it because I know how these trashy pimps work. And a lot of the ones that were covering summer have now moved to this. And they're not going to change their ways. And that whole bait thing, it works. People have been baiting Chris to snap. And you can see it's like on repeat, right? And the conspiracies are so wild. It's so crazy, right? But I've noticed a little thing about Seth. He wants he calls for he wants unity. He doesn't want there to be a thing between him and Chris and Katie, right? But I notice on all of his panels that he joins, he's always bringing up a lot of drama. Don't get me wrong. He does love his son, and he did ride around in a car and look for him. There's a lot of misconceptions, and I've told people this. People say, why aren't Don and Candace looking for Summer? They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to. You don't understand the law. And then I see people saying, well, why Chris and Katie, they're not looking for Sebastian? No, they're not allowed to. Well, Seth is. No, he's not. And I'm so happy to show you what I've been saying about Don and Candace is true. Because the TBI told Seth the same thing. Do not repeat this shit in the chats around the streets. I'm going to show you Seth Rogers tell you that law enforcement said, don't be going in the woods and searching. He's allowed to what? Drive around and look for Sebastian. There's reasons why they do not want parents looking for the missing kids. I've been saying this for years. I'm very happy to show you this next clip. Please hold. Is the volume okay? Thank you. Okay. All right. No sound. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'm right here now. Pay attention. He's about to say it right now. So many people say, why aren't Don and Candace looking for Summer? They're not allowed. I've been saying this for years. The idiots will argue me. I know what's going on. I speak to them. I see it on this one. Oh, well, Chris and Katie, they're out buying a motorcycle. They're not looking for Sebastian. They're getting death threats, and they're not allowed. Don't sound ignorant on these YouTube streets because you don't understand the law. Let me let Seth tell you. Please hold. Let me know about the sound.
So you can either like me or hate me. It doesn't matter. If you're willing to help me find my son, that's fine. Mm-hmm. People over here talking about Chloe was the only sane one. Well, for you to say that, you weren't there. You know, you don't know what's going on. You don't know the fact that day one, I was out searching in my vehicle. Law enforcement did not want us with boots on the ground, walking through the woods and stuff, looking for our son, because the last thing they wanted is one of the parents to get hurt or injured and not be able to communicate to where they were at.
Thank you so much, Seth, for clearing that up. He then says the TBI told Matt that he then says, but he was out there driving around looking for Sebastian, which you're allowed to do. Look, this is very important, and please understand this. A parent cannot go look. Think of this, right? Think of this. What if Chris Proudfoot right now says, "Hey, man, I found Sebastian. TBI, I found him over here." No, he's not. He's unresponsive. He's just think of what I can keep saying. And who's around? Who's around? It's just Chris. Anybody? No, I'm by myself. Just stumbled around. Just stumbled upon him. Actually, I just stumbled upon him. There's no witnesses. There's no nothing. If everybody is a suspect, Jody Sue has not been cleared. That's a lie. I'm not saying she's guilty. I mean, I don't know. I'm not putting any blame on her. Everybody's a suspect. So that's why they do it. And I've been saying this for a long time, okay? But it's good to hear Seth explain it, okay? But back to Seth, there's a lot of drama with this guy. And here's what I think, man. Again, and I have no problem with Seth. If he sees this video, man, stay off YouTube. Stay off YouTube, dude. You said it in this interview. Back your own words. Because I could tell that whoever's blaming you or talking shit to you, and I don't have a problem with Seth, and I'm not blaming him. I think him and Chris are both innocent, okay? Until proven guilty. But this guy wants unity and wants to set things up, but he's always like releasing drama on these podcasts and on these shows against the dude Chris. It's a little bit weird, and you can't help but study somebody and listen to the words they're saying. And this is what I think is going on, man. And this is just my opinion. Again, I think they're both innocent until proven guilty. I think this guy, Seth, man, is well, let me say this. Look, the lady Katie, she did a 180, man. She did a 180. She was dating a good guy. And then she went to a bad guy.
She was married to him.
Hey. And